Thank you for joining Sports Development Series. We yours truly, Boma Ekiyor.
Our Sportdev series is sponsored by Arewa Baobab Fruit Powder, one of the most nutritious substances on the planet. Get your Baobab Fruit Powder from arewabaobab.com. A kid who's been at academy since the age of 9, who doesn't make it, and finds out at 18. At that point, there's a lot going on mentally,
Definitely.
right? It's and like you said, they don't know, or maybe not even 18, maybe 20, right?
Yep. Yeah, correct.
So there's a lot going on. Oh man, I always thought I was going to be here. It hasn't happened.
Yeah.
The sadness, the depression. How do you guys counter all of that? How do you
Yeah.
how do you say, okay, listen, it's okay, it didn't work out? Because at that point, a young person, had always envisioned playing at this level doesn't want to think of anything else at that point.
No.
They're a little despondent, they're angry. How do you guys deal with all that stuff?
Yeah. Well, good point. We actually have our own in-house well-being coach.
Yeah.
So mental health is definitely something. Before mental health became so out and open as it is now, which is great. We've already had that embedded in our programs and everything that we do, with anything from retired players to young players getting up on the ladder. So across the board, even retired players, we can touch on that in terms of their mental health.
Yeah.
There's a whole identity crisis, oh my God, I'm not a player anymore. I don't have a routine. I don't have things in place. So there's that mental health. And then the young people, just like you're mentioning, unfortunately, there's a case study. Don't like to use the word case study, but a young gentleman called Jeremy Winston, who passed away in October last year. He was an ex-Man City player who unfortunately committed suicide.
Wow.
So him, a group of his close friends, from what I've heard, have spoke out about it, and obviously were in shock and horror to see one of their closest friends go through that. And the thing is, it's no joke. Social media pressures, friends and family. Oh, I'm playing for Man City, or I'm playing for the top 5. You don't know the impact that's having, the heavy shoulders that they're carrying day in and day out. And especially when is being taken away from them, you just don't know what's going through their mind. And hence the reason why we've got a well-being coach, we've got a life coach. So all of that is being taken care of. We've got counseling sessions. They can have their private time with our counselors. And the actual counselor would be a lady who is a mum who actually had gone through the same process with her son. He played for Fulham Football Club at the time, and she had to go through that whole mental and counsel process with her son. So it's all people that get it in-house. Yeah.
Again, amazing work. It's scary because I could relate to that in the sense that not from the England point of view, but I've dealt with soccer players in Africa that I've secure training or trial sessions with professional clubs in Europe, and they've gone, or even the US with MLS clubs, and they've gone, and during the whole process, you try to help them manage expectations. Like, look, this is an opportunity, but just so there's a possibility that they may not sign you. And if that happens, you just have to be ready to deal with it. You don't want to put that too much in their head, but it's a reality. And sometimes, like you mentioned, social media pressures, because they'll get to the club, and next thing you know, they're taking pictures with some of the guys they're with, and you're seeing it pop up on their Facebook, you're seeing it pop up on Instagram, and you're saying, hey, listen, you haven't made the team yet. You need to relax a little bit. But they do these things, and because the whole social media thing, and then if it doesn't work out, the depression is it's twofold. It's twice the intensity. Yeah, because now they feel crushed. Now it's like, I have to go back, and you have to go through that whole process of trying to help them understand that you don't owe anyone anything.
No.
This is your journey. You gave it a shot. it didn't work out, but you gave it the best. Don't worry about it. Go back and live your life. You don't have to worry about what anyone else thinks, right? But that is something that you see, even with all the speeches you could give them, they still struggle with that particular piece. So, no, but kudos to you guys for incorporating mental health. And